Hello, everyone. This is Quinn Michael from Shaggy Turtle Studios, Channel 14, coming at you from the floor. Been a while since we've been down here, but I don't know. This fits the vibe I want to go with today. You know, this kind of aliens vibe, right? Y'all follow me here. I even have everything lit a little ominously just for the occasion. Alright. I don't even know if anybody's watching right now. Doesn't really matter. It's already 9:45. I got started way later than I meant to. So, yeah. Really nothing else to be said there. Right, if I had gotten started sooner, we probably wouldn't be doing this specific theme. I would have probably done something else. Can probably angle that camera downwards a little more. Let's see here. Like that. Yeah, sure, like this. Alright, well then. Well, we're starting off pretty classic here. This is Alien on Atari 2600. It's Pac-Man. Like, just 100% without any real... I don't know. I'm gonna actually hit the reset button here. That's not what I meant. Here we go. I unfortunately do not own a real cartridge of this. Believe me, I would love to. Ah! Just gonna start over again here. But yeah, I mean, it's Pac-Man. What more do you want me to say? Yeah, I believe when you pick that up and they turn blue, you can use your limited use flamethrower to send them back. Who published this? Fox! Fox had their own gaming, whoops, I stayed there too long. I was trying to explain. Yeah, Fox had their own gaming label back in the day. They also published an Atari game based off of Megaforce. Though I've never played that. There you go. See, it's just Pac-Man. Now some Frogger Sword Quest meeting. Yeah, exactly. And we'll get back to that once I've actually cleared the stage. I just kinda screwed up. Damn it. Here we go. Let's actually do this time. Fuck. Nope. There's a limited amount of time to do that too, as you guys saw, so... Bah. Alright, let's try again. It's an Atari game, so not a ton to explain here. I don't imagine we'll be spending a ton of time with this one. Just enough to get the basics, and the basics are it's fucking Pac-Man. Ah! A part of me wonders if you spruced up the graphics a little bit, and added some more mechanics to this, I kind of wonder what that would look like. I don't know. Somebody should remake Alien for the Atari 2600. But actually, like, try to make the graphics fit the film more, right? Still gotta take some liberties, of course, because we're... This is technically based off the first film, but we're clearly fighting multiple aliens. 3 of them. We got a pink one, a blue one, and a yellow one. There you go, going for the high score on that one. There we go. Oh! Oh! Yeah, you only have a limited amount of time to make that. You can't... You can't really wait on that. I'm sure there's other things I'm not quite comprehending. Given that this is an Atari game, there's probably some things that are explained a little more clearly in the manual. But I didn't bother to read that today, which... I know I normally do that, but this was not a planned out stream. This was me kinda scrambling for something I could do quick. Bah! Well, there goes that idea. Hey, Sayla! Watching TNG, here comes Mr. Laser Gun. I wish I had a laser gun right now, because these things are just all up in my space. I want to see if I can clear the, I want to see if I can clear the weird Frogger screen. At least once. Alright, let's see here. Ah! Almost. The one way for getting to break up the fight at the bar. Alright, let's try that again. You know how NECA did those figures based off of, like, the Alien vs. Predator Capcom game and the Konami Aliens arcade game? Tried to make their colors match the games. Somebody should release, like, a 3-pack of brightly colored Xenomorph repaints that are a reference to this. That would be fantastic. Fuck. Pastel Xenomorph plushies would sell. Yeah! Especially if you attach the Atari brand to them. The nostalgia would sell them alone. There we go. I don't know what the hell that did. I also don't think I can stretch Aliens 2600 into a whole stream. Being completely honest with you, I love Atari. I don't think this can make for an entire stream. There we go. We've cleared 2 stages of that. Alright. Well, there we go. So I have Alien 3, The Gun. On my computer. I might stream that later this month, because I love Alien 3, The Gun. I played that for the first time at a bowling alley as a kid, and it was actually one of my first exposures to the Alien universe. Both of my earliest exposures to Alien were video games, and they were both arcade games. It was the original Konami shmup, which they had at my local arcade as a kid. Big old place called Mega Play. Sadly, they didn't have it the last time I went back, which is disappointing, but man, if they had it, I would have dropped a quarter in. I love that game. And yeah, watching other people play that as a kid was one of my first exposures to the series. And then playing Alien 3 The Gun at a bowling alley was my other earliest thing. Fun fact, that game's demo screen is how I learned about the Xenomorph life cycle. Because it actually has a diagram showing the face hugger coming out of the egg, attaching itself to the dog like in the movie, and then the alien growing inside the dog until it's the dog burster, as the game was calling it. So that was how I learned about a couple important things regarding the Xenomorph life cycle, you know. It's a parasitoid that comes out of an egg, forces a tube down your throat to deposit an egg or an embryo. And, of course, Alien 3 was the movie that established the Xenomorph physiology changing depending on what sort of creature it had birthed from. So I learned all about that as a kid just from the demo screen for Alien 3 The Gun. And as you guys can tell, all these years later, I am a gigantic fan of the series. Okay, how do I back out of this? No, I don't want to play Atlantis. It's a great game, but there we go. That's how I get to the quit screen. So, yeah. Alien on Atari. It's exactly what you expected. Now, for something a little more interesting, on the Nintendo Disk System, this game was never actually released. It was developed by Squaresoft, or just Square. This is back when they were just Square. It was it's actually kind of a port of an MSX game, which did get released. The MSX version is out there, I just don't have it to stream right now. Now, this was never actually released, which was interesting. Yeah, playing Snow Brothers with your cousin. Oh, I love Snow Brothers. What about your sooner, but your mother took you for an early birthday dinner? No, that's no problem. Happy early birthday. You have an October birthday? That's awesome. I was born 1 month early for that. Alright, so yeah. Aliens. Alien 2 by Square. Yeah, this was not released. It's a bit janky. And there's actually some parts of the game that are borderline impossible to complete in this form. I'm going to play this version first, though, just to show you guys it and let you guys ask the obvious questions. What obvious questions? Well, let me start the game so you can start asking them. First, we're just gonna quickly change discs, right? Alright, here we go. This is set at the end of the movie when, Ripley is going to save Newt from the, alien hive. That's the entire premise of the game. I did not jump high enough. Yeah, your jumps are controlled by holding down the, jump button. You also have, you have a bit of a weird extra jump if you press up while you're, jumping. Something you guys might have noticed is that I'm taking damage. When you kill an alien in this game, they bleed acid. So you don't want to be standing close to them when you blow them up. How do I... Oh, it's up. Up and attack to throw the grenades. Like in Castlevania. Okay. That was kind of cheap. Does that egg have something important in it? Yeah. Shell from Portal may have been inspired by this. Yeah, what's up with the pink jumpsuit? You know? Alright. Ah! Dumb little freaks. Alright, let's try that again. Man, I'm not sure how you're supposed to get past that. Well, at least I have the right idea there. Alright. I seem to have gotten the pulse rifle. Back! Game over. That was fantastic. Let's do that again. Man, how am I supposed to avoid those chest bursters there? Can't stay late, but you enjoy catching me in your webcasts. Yeah, I wish I didn't spend so much time handling stuff around the house. Ah, okay. Ah! Damn it! Got me with the acid. Wait, what? I can aim diagonally. And I can aim diagonally downwards, too. What? Okay, then. That's good to know. Can't aim straight upwards, but I can... Yeah, okay. Odd design decision, but I'll take it. Alright, I can jump past them. That might work. Damn it! Oh, Ripley got all fucked up there. Damn it. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, wow. I got exactly 1 point of life back from that. Hell yeah. Smart bomb, huh? What makes it so smart? Oh, fuck you! That's bullshit. All the way back to the start, huh? Ugh. Yeah. Just give me back 1 little point of life. That'll definitely be enough to get through the rest of the stage. That's actually a pretty good fire effect. Oh, wait, what? I have no idea what I just did there. Also, I see that bastard up there. Yeah, you ain't slick. That one apparently was. Damn it. Ah, okay. Sure. Well, uh-huh. Yes. I see. Let's try again. We got a little bit farther that time. Let's see if we can't go a little further. What? Okay. Sure. Yeah, alright. Sure. Okay, if I press that while I'm... Okay, so if I press that while I'm jumping, that activates my weird invincibility thing. Okay. I gotta duck when those guys show up. Nope, I still got stung. Ah, damn it! Man, those acid bursts are gonna get you. Hi. Oh. You know what's funny? It ain't great. But between this and the Predator NES game, I know which one I prefer. Oh. Okay, apparently I am invincible now. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly is causing that. Man, do I just have an infinite number of those? I'm starting to think I do. Fuck! Come on! Okay, this is actually kind of addicting. I wasn't expecting that. Haven't even cleared the first level yet, but I am intrigued. And we're not even playing the improvement patch. I wonder how improved that patch will feel. Man, you get, like, no invincibility frames.
Bigger guns, Tom. We gotta get bigger
Ripley,
guns.
Acid
Big
Flood, Part 2,
fucking
Vampire
guns.
right here.
Getting big guns, right? That's where
This
we're going to
game,
get big
it's
guns.
not great.
Stop! We need some big fucking guns.
This game's not great, but there's a weirdly addicting quality to it. Oh, it's pressing both buttons at once that triggers that. Okay. Alright, we've officially made it farther into the game than I've made it before. Oh, hold on. Did those travel all the way up? Okay. Okay, that's a game changer. Ah! Fucking chest bursters. Okay. Nah. Okay. Oh my gosh. How? How do I get that? No, Alright. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but I'll take it. This is a crazy looking hack. Not a hack! Not a hack at all. This was an unreleased, officially licensed Aliens game made by Square. It's a port of their MSX title. It was never finished, never released. For the Famicom Disk System. Now, there is a patch for this that fixes it, because it actually has some bugs, but I'm playing the unpatched version first, just so we kind of have this as a reference to see if the improvements are even noticeable in the patch. Ah, fuck! Tell you something new today. Yep! The MSX version actually did release. So that's out there. This was canceled before release. But there was a prototype leaked. Whoa! Again, it's kind of jank. I wouldn't say it's a good game, but there is an addictive quality trying to figure this out. This is a Rambo NES hack. No. Doesn't play anything like that, frankly. Man. I just throw those grenades to spite the chest bursters at this point. They're so annoying. Yeah, you gotta watch out, though. The bits and pieces the aliens explode into in this, those aren't just for decoration. Ow. Yeah, see, like that. Damn it. It's an idea. Chestbusters being the predators of D&D mimics. I like that. Man, isn't there like some sort of D&D demon thing that's like a... basically a xenomorph? I forget its name. Kython? I don't fucking remember. Never did get to play D&D as a kid. Whoop. I gotta imagine at least a few people out there have done D&D campaigns based off of Aliens with those existing. That has to have been a thing that's happened. And yeah, the smart bomb just travels all the way up to the... Okay, yeah, that's helpful. And there doesn't seem to be any ammo to worry about. I know there's ammo in the MSX version, I'm pretty sure. Maybe this was... Ah, damn it. I should have aimed up and shot him while he was in the air. Ah! Yes, it got me. You did it yourself, but I'm sure there's some kind of alien-inspired adventure of D&D out there. There's a adventure where your party has to investigate a spaceship that just crashed. Okay, that's fun. I mean... Wild Space exists. We actually own some D&D 5 ebooks. We've never gotten to play anything with them, unfortunately. My brother specifically got the, what was it called? Damn it, I remember the setting is Wild Space. I forget what the actual... Damn it, why can't I remember that? You know, it's the outer space one. It's completely official and considered standard so much that later adventures... Spelljammer! Thank you, yeah, my brother has the 5e Spelljammer books. We would totally love to play that at some point. We just don't have the time or people. And unfortunately... The new Spelljammer book gets rid of a lot of the fun anime references that were in the original version from 2nd edition. No Bionoids. No, what did they call them? Spirit Warriors? And they're literally just the... They're just the Aura Battlers from Dunmine. Ah, dang it, the acid still got me. Get up there. Gotcha, okay. There we go, see? That did it. Oh, now there's 2 of them. That feels so illegal. I'm getting through there by mashing the jump button. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Maybe you are, but it feels like you shouldn't. I'll take the extra life. Definitely use that in this game. fucking... Can't jump that high, okay. Ah! Ah! Look at that, we made it! We made it to the end of the first level. So now we should be inside... Yep. Alright, I like the backgrounds here. I've got a helmet. Okay. I don't know what any of this shit does. Whoa, hey, there was our first Xeno. Oh, now I have a... That is auto-firing. Servo rifle. I wonder what that's actually supposed to say. Alright. Get in there! Ah! No, get in there! I want what's in that egg. Hey, look at that! It was a 1-up. We wanted that. This is so not how this is supposed to work. I am cheating and using the turbo fire button. Shut up. It's Tom Servo's favorite gun. You know what? I'll take that. That's a bomb upgrade. I want that. Oh, wait, no. That's just the M40 grenades. That's an objective downgrade over what I had. Oh, well. Oh, alright. Hey, the Xeno sprites aren't bad. Really? That doesn't do anything? Alright. No, they're good. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! Oh, okay, he went flying. I get the impression that this is a trap. Oh, you motherfuckers! Really? We're opening with that, huh? Hello. Man. Like a peeking thing is clearly inspired by the alien and xenophobe. Kind of reminds that, yeah, a little bit. I'm honestly reminded of, Forbidden World, also known as Mutant. Mutant! That's growing him out. It's a fun movie. Also remind you of the full-grown alien in that other game. How they do that tackle leap. Ah! Okay. Alright, so door number 4 took me all the way... No, door number 2 took me all the way back to the beginning. We're gonna try all these doors. You think I give a shit? Let's see what they do. Back to the beginning. Okay, so door 1 and 2 is back to the beginning. What? What are the odds that 3 and 4 do the same thing? What if that is all just a purposeful misdirect? I want to know. I'm too stupid to know when to stop. Also, I bet you that if we get a game over, it is back to the very start of the game. I bet you that's how it goes. Gotta remember, this isn't a finished game by any stretch either. Oh, man. Okay. I gotta say, jumping through the air and, like, shooting guys from above with that diagonal shot, that is very satisfying. I like that. Ah! I made a mistake. I gotta go through this screen now. I can't seem to kill the Xeno in the wall down there. Because I tried. Alright. Door number 3. Oh, okay. This is actually a great place to see if I can kill this thing. Hey, okay. So the grenades didn't work, but my gun did. Nope. Well. Really, Square? Really? Oh no! I have been powered all the way back down! Thanks for that. Okay, come on, come on. Alright then, we are starting from scratch on this.
And I'm not normal!
Ah! Here we go. That hole to go somewhere. Yeah! I was trying to figure out how to get out of there because my jump did not go high enough. I don't think my jump goes high enough here either to get up there. I think you gotta have more of those boot icons power up your, They power up your jump. Alright, well at least okay, at least my gun got powered up. Okay. I won't complain about that. I am already close to death. Okay, I want to go in there. Fuck. So one up in there. Okay. And let's see. Push start. Now loading. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it would send you all the way back to the start. Okay. Ah! and my lack of hit stun caused me to lose almost my entire health bar to a single face hugger.
That seems legit.
Yeah. Alright, let's give this one more go on this ROM, and then I'll switch over to the quote-unquote fixed version and see what that's like. Ow. Off to a great start already. Kind of a shmup quality going where once you die and lose all your power-ups, recovery is just a nightmare. What? I don't even know what happened there. I don't know about you guys, but I think this might have turned into another bug hunt. Oh. Close. Honestly, though, not terrible, especially considering the fact that it's not a finished game. It's actually better than some games that got released, like the NES Predator game. I would much rather play this than that. I'll say that. Whoa! No, go away. Alright, once you get the pulse rifle, it does get a little easier. Man, I might actually like this better than the other game we're gonna play later. If we get to that tonight. I'll admit, I'm not the biggest fan of Alien 3, the game. The NES game, specifically. I actually enjoy the Sega game, and I think the Super Nintendo version is actually pretty good. But, that NES version, that is... oof. It's not great. Hey, you want to see something jank? How do you think I get through here? How about mashing the jump button? I don't know if it's good enough for the kids, it's good enough for the adults, right? See a problem with that if you don't. Ah! Okay. No, no, no! Ah! Fuck. Did not mean to activate the invincibility thing, but whatever. Alright. We have made it to the processor. Yeah, I can definitely imagine a few changes I would make to this to make it play a little smoother. But yeah, overall, not terrible. Which is better than I was expecting in a lot of regards. Alright, there we go. So that's how I'm going to get up there. Oh, whoa! So that's what's up here. Okay. Flamethrower. Ah! Damn it. I miss my heavy machine gun. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother going in there because... I mean, I can get the... You know what? Sure, I can get the jump from in there at least. Can't jump high enough to get that, though. But maybe I can still glitch up there to get the fire gun. Let's see. Nope, okay. That is what it is, okay. I think I prefer the machine gun anyway. Heavy machine gun. Fuck! Good lord. How goes it? I mean, it's an unfinished video game. Oh. Ah. Let's get this. Thank. Alright. Alright. We've given this a couple tries. Let's check out the patched version and see if that does anything. Because, I mean, it's just going to start from the beginning anyway. Let's see here. This is the fan patch. Oh, hey, Galaxy of Terror. I can't show the full trailer for that film. Got boobies in it. Alright, so here we go. The fan patch for Aliens 2. Supposedly a fix. I'm curious to see how much it fixes. Oh, hey! I'm actually recognizing a little bit of the melody here. There's a specific piece of music at the very end of Aliens that I think this might have been inspired by. Interesting fact, by the way, the composer for this game was Nobuo Uematsu. So, yeah. Alright, so... this still feels about the same, control-wise. We'll see if I notice any real improvements as time goes on. mistake. I think I'll just reset the game at that point. Let's go from the beginning there. That didn't quite work out the way I would have liked it to. All right. I think her movement speed might be a little faster here. Oh, I am noticing differences in the level design now, though. A few of the more... I bet you some of the jumps in this won't be as bullshit in this hack. We'll have to get to that point before I know for sure. I didn't jump properly. I'm just gonna reset again. Yeah, I am noticing. There are parts of the level that are designed to be a little less bullshit. I did notice that. Alright, let's try this out. This is the fixed version, yes. And yeah, I'm noticing that they did change a few spots in the level. There are differences, I'm noticing that. Controls-wise, not really all that different, but... I am noticing differences. Okay. You can tell it's the fixed version because Ripley's not wearing a bright pink jumpsuit. The real fun starts once we get to the processor unit. That's the thing. Yeah, see, right here, they're not forcing you to use the super jump to get up there. That's different. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing if this still works the same as it did before. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Alright, let's see. Nope, you still have to do that. Alright, so that's just intentional then. You mash the jump button to get through holes. That is a weird design choice, but okay, I'll accept it.
They fixed the fact that you can just get really the mouse files and that mean.
I have no idea.
You don't seem to be taking as many hits from a single enemy.
Maybe. Alright, I'll take the extra life. Alright, we've made it to the processor unit. Let's see what happens now. Oh! Well, we don't immediately drop down. That's interesting. That facehugger needed some vroom noises. Yeah, I could have imagined that. He has some zoomies. Yeah, I just realized to check how the... Wow, okay, that sounds like absolute chaos right now. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. No, I don't want to quit the game. Fuck off. Hold on, I'm just gonna turn on. I'm gonna turn the TV over here. Hold on. If the volume will cooperate. I'm gonna turn that down. Ooh, Philosoma. It's a cool game. I think that's Philosoma. No, that's Parasite Eve. I was seeing different cutscenes there. Whatever. Anyway. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that helps the soundscape a little bit. Ow. Let's see. Yeah, this is better. Alright, so... I prefer the machine gun, so I'm gonna get that. In what universe do you not want the heavy machine gun?
The Aliens universe. Flamethrower is proving to be far more effective.
Listen here, smartass.
Hey, you're the one who said it, like, they using it for playing Aliens.
Ah, dang it, I didn't want that. It's fine, I can still work with that. No, if I go up here, I have to go through that. area. I'm not doing that. Jerusalem Wolf. Hey, this reminds you of Terminator for the NES game. This is a million times better than that. Holy cow. I've played that. That is not this. Oh, they removed the trapdoors. I'm gonna guess this one goes to where I need to, though. Yes. And look, they actually gave you a way out of here in this version. That was nice of them. They also covered up the death trap. That was nice of them. But no. I have played Terminator for the NES. As far as graphics and gameplay, nah. Whoa, AB side error 7. Oh. Hold on. Did I accidentally tap something? Whoa, okay. Okay. I don't know if we're supposed to be here yet, but okay.
Yeah, imagine if it just jumped you to the end of the game. Also, something would tell me that in the normal version, that would have just straight up killed you.
I have no idea. I can't even tell if I'm hitting this thing.
I think the hitbox might be all the way in the very top of its sprite.
Ah!
You can't win.
I could if I could tell where to hit this thing. I've damaged it. I've damaged it a few times. I just don't know where I'm supposed to be hitting it.
It might be directly in the rail.
Yeah, that looks like it's about right, but I'm about to die anyway. What the hell? The alien's moonwalking. I mean, that's a hell of a sprite. I like that sprite. Alright, we're back here. With the regular gun. Let's see if we can't build our way back there. I am curious to find out if that was actually... That had to have been... Well, no, you can still get one shot by an alien if you get hit it the wrong way. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Whoop. Maybe I should try to get the flame thrower to the boss instead. There we go. Got him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, for a game that was never released, this is not bad. I can't get the flamethrower without jumping. That's the point of having those doors that go all the way back to the start, so you can loop and get all the items. At least I think that's the idea. Yeah, because see, now I have the boots I would need to get up there. Yeah, I bet you if you got there with the smart bombs and the flamethrower, that would be a completely different fight. The Aliens game for Game Boy, the one that's not Thanatos Encounter. I've never played it myself, but I've always been curious about it. Same thing with the Aliens. Oh, they got rid of the. Huh? I don't know how I feel about them getting rid of the pits here. That feels kind of hand-holdy. Yeah, I'd also like to play the Alien 3 Game Boy game, because that's a very different, very interesting take. Alright, I could jump back. You know what? I could jump back, but we're going to progress forward for a little bit. First of all, let's get in here and see if the same error happens as last time, because that was very weird. Xanatos. Thanatos. Okay. Let's see. So when I went out here, we got that disk error. Yeah, now loading. Wow, okay. I guess that just takes us to the... That's weird. Okay. Alright, it looks like the hit... Yeah, the hit point's right in the mouth. Okay, I see it now. Not sure what I'm supposed to do when it gets that close, though. Other than just eat the hit. Alright. I somehow get the impression the game's not over yet. Yeah. So the other Alien 3s inside the arcade shooter are very similar. Watch the Queen get funky. I mean, they're all LJN Jerusalem Wolf, but LJN doesn't automatically mean everything's terrible. I don't actually want that weapon. There we go. I'll take those, but I don't want to switch out my machine gun. Oh, okay. This looks like hell. Oh, this is hell. Oh, we're in hell. Okay. I see now. We're in hell. Okay. Gotta figure out where each of these go, I guess. Played Alien 3 as a kid on SNES. It was fun. Yeah, the Super Nintendo version of Alien 3 is actually pretty good. I like that. Sadly, we're not playing that tonight. We're playing the NES version after I get tired of this, which hasn't happened yet, actually. I am enjoying this. I thought this would be a bit of a janky experience that I would get tired of, but no, I'm actually having fun. This is actually pretty damn cool. Jumpy bastard. Up. Yeah. Yeah, they're just a publisher. Yeah. I'm actually very soft on a lot of LJN property, like, licenses. There's actually several that I outright like. I think the, Alright, let's switch to the flamethrower. I think the Nightmare on Elm Street, wow, that just shredded that guy.
As it should in the Aliens universe.
Alright, so we got some mazes going on here. Okay. Flame shot is definitely what you want. Okay. Flamethrower. Fire gun. Flamethrower. I'm just calling it flame shot because of Metal Slug. I know that. Publishers, more often than not, can really screw up the quality. Oh, absolutely. But yeah, I really like the Nightmare on Elm Street NES game. I think that one's great. I think Friday the 13th, while not a great game, is very ambitious. Oh. You can't aim diagonally with this. That's the drawback. Okay. That's fair. Most powerful game, can't aim it everywhere. Okay. I will not complain. That is a sufficient drawback. I like that. It has insane stopping power, but it doesn't quite give you the range everything else does. I like that. Reminds me of the creator of Medieval said about Medieval Resurrection. He didn't like it, but he gave credit to the developers for producing the game at the time they were given. Oh, that's awesome! I'm a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street, like, in general. I love that series. I love most of those films. Part 5 can suck a dick, but that's my own personal opinion. Not a fan of the Dream Child. Whoa. Okay. I get the impression we're not supposed to go that way. Maybe I'm mistaken, but something about that tells me I can't go that way. We got a more recent Nightmare game? I don't know. I don't feel like... Like, I know the sort of game people would want out of it with, stuff like Nightmare... like Friday the 13th and those types of games. Those asymmetrical horror games. I don't know if that would actually work for a Freddy game. I just don't feel like it quite fits. I don't know. I'm also just kind of tired of asymmetrical horror games. To be completely frank. Nah, okay. So what about down here then? That just took me back to the start of the level. So right back into hell. Gotcha. We won't want that. You think this game's stink because they're just time bombs with no single-player features? Yeah, I learned that the hard way about Friday the 13th. I loved that game. Like, I really did, but... Oh, man. Man, that whole thing, man. I like Part 5 because I didn't know the trauma you suffered from your punching in the first Nightmare on Elm Street at early in age. Really? Part 5. The Dream Child. I would have thought Part 4 could have done that, because that was the first time Freddy actually died. Like, for real. He was not dead at the end of, Part 1. Wasn't dead at the end of Part 2. Part 3! Part 3 made it seem like he was... You know what? No. Part 3 was the first time he died for real. I was misremembering. But, he certainly got an extremely memorable death at the end of Part 4. Love that. I love Part 4. Part 4 is great. I love the first 4 Elm Street movies. I absolutely hate Part 5. Part 6, Freddy's Dead, I don't think is great, but for the Looney Tunes antic type of game it was, yeah, I don't hate it. I don't think it was the best way for Freddy to go out, but I don't hate it. I like New Nightmare. I know some people don't. I like New Nightmare. And Freddy vs. Jason was fun. If you want more Freddy, Freddy's Nightmares is right there. And that's it. They never made any other Friday... No, they never made any more Nightmare films after that. Probably a good thing. I can only imagine how much a... Okay, yeah, so I can just go this way. I was worried over nothing. I could.
So the water is in the land.
Fire in the water. Water in the fire. Careful, Quinn. They're gonna find out you watch normie stuff. Yeah. New Nightmare's great. Nightmare character can... Okay. What you would like is a Nightmare game that's more story-based chapter game with day-night parts. Nightmare character can survive, but... That would be interesting. I like that. You're thinking of part 6. You're watching Friday's Night... Oh, nice! Nice! I like the Halloween episode of that show. That Halloween episode is great. Oof. No. Okay. No. I thought the flamethrower would help here.
I mean, it's not terrible. That was your own fault.
I don't know what I could have done there. I couldn't move backwards anymore.
You could have moved slightly forwards to avoid getting hit by the tongue.
Well, why don't you play the game if you're such an expert on it? That sucks. Okay. Sadly, I think this pulse rifle would actually be better against the queen than the other one was. Regularly Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon! Oh, I love that movie! That movie is so cool! And instantly killed by the Wall Master. There's nothing I can do about that wall guy there either. I have to take a hit off that. Found Freddy's Nightmares and Archives just, well, yeah! I think that's totally understandable. Oh my gosh. Alright. This way. No, that just spins me back around. And I'm gonna take another hit. That's why that guy's there, by the way. It's every time you fuck up, you take a hit off your health. So nowhere else takes me out. But I wasn't able to jump up high enough here. Oh, there we go. Okay, sure.
Which is right.
No. This game feels like it's a glitch sometimes. I like it, though. I like it better than, Alien 3 on NES. Damn it. Nope, I got taken out by the condensation. Okay. Can I get that line again, Aiden? know the one. Glitches. You like them? And the answer to that is no. Oh man.
You are all weirdos. Ugh.
If I hadn't accepted that fact, do you think I would have that trigger as a redeem? Food for thought. Fuck! I post that in love. And here it is again! What the hell?
You need to stop this. You need to stop destroying the universe to. You know what? I had something, and now it's gone.
This game. I get that it's unfinished. I'm fine with that, but man, some of the glitches we've run across are great. I'm still remembering when I was playing the first version, and I got killed once, and when Ripley did her little spin off the screen, ooh, Leviathan. That's a great movie right there. No, she did a little spin off the screen, but her sprite got all messed up. It looked like Ripley just got torn to chunks by a facehugger. I don't know, I just thought that was funny when I saw it. Okay. Man, that double jump itself feels like a glitch. Nope, damn it. Yeah. No, I specifically love that that range of 1989, like 1989, 1990 subnautical horror. Started with James Cameron's The Abyss, and then you got Leviathan, Deep Star 6, The Rift. I love all of those. Alright, so take me back to the start. Start of the game. Alright, this actually would be worth... I think this I could do a whole stream off of, actually. This game, trying to get all the way to the end. I could do a full stream of this by itself. Sadly, though, it's already 11:20, and I do have to check out one more game. We started off with Alien on the Atari 2600. Then we did Alien 2 on the Famicom Disk System. There is one more game we have to check out. We have to close out the trilogy. And I have to apologize. You guys can already tell from the fact that I'm still playing this that I would rather keep playing this. You just watched The Rift the other day. Nice! I love The Rift. That movie is fun. Not necessarily good, but fun. The Rift is, I don't know. I think The Rift is incredibly charming. My favorite of that bunch is definitely Leviathan. I love Leviathan a lot. The cast is great. The effects are great. Sure, it's very much a, it's very much The Thing, an alien, but underwater. But I'm fine with that. Hell, one of my favorite anime is Lilycat, and that's just The Thing, an alien, but anime. So, you know. I'm not gonna complain about that. Damn it. Alright. It's just terror recently. Alright. Okay, I can't just... Okay. Let's go... Let's just rip that band... ever seen Lost Voyage? I don't think I have. Alright. Let's just rip this band-aid off right here. Alien 3. Alien to the Third. 20th Century Fox. Acclaim Entertainment, programmed by Probe Software. Probe made an Alien game. Ah, man. Yep. You know what? I actually kind of prefer how the other game looks, too. Alright. Look at that. We can turn the music off if we want. Configure. That's just for difficulty and tries. Alright. Now, one thing I'll give this. The music is not bad. Alright, so here we go. Alien 3 on the NES Eden. Yep. I already remember one of the big problems with this game. It's the camera. Which feels weird to complain about in an NES game, like the camera's bad. But no, the camera's bad in this game. Because the camera always travels... Look, see how close to the... See how close to the screen you... Like, how close to the edge you get? That's not good in an NES game. Yeah. Low-budget horror movie on a ghost ship in the Bermuda Triangle. Good cast, Judd Nelson, Lance Henriksen, and Jeff Kober. Okay, that's interesting. Ah! There's an alien in the wall. Well, I can aim up at least. Kinda. There's one of the prisoners. That's the objective of this version, by the way. You have to go around and rescue the prisoners. Ah, fuck. Ah, come on. Ripley, cooperate. There we go. You have to go around and rescue the prisoners in the allotted time limit. Oh, am I out of ammo? Oh, that's just great. Okay, I had some rocket as backup. Yeah, remember all the guns in Alien 3? Remember all the aliens in Alien 3? That xenomorph just took a rocket blast point blank to the face.
No wonder the corporates don't want these things.
Ah! Ah! Ah, well, there we go. That's a pretty cool graphic for the NES, at least. Weyland-Yutani mercenaries had guns in Alien 3. Yeah, but the prisoners didn't. Ripley didn't, so... There you go, you got actual chest-bursting action on the NES. And a quick look at where all the prisoners I didn't get were. Oh man, I missed the other game already. Oh, I missed the other game already so much. Ow. Yep, pausing doesn't do anything.
A single grenade kills his in one hit, but it takes 2 rockets.
Fucking LJN. Ah, actually, Probe. I will blame Probe for this, because Probe didn't make a ton of things that I remember being good.
Maybe you want some fall damage to go if you're janky platforming.
Well, I can't get back up there. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Imagine if that happened in more NES games.
You know what's amazing about this? This is one of the few times I can say the Angry Video Game Nerd episode wasn't an over-exaggeration of the truth. Alien 3 on NES is just as much of an ass pain as he makes it to look like. And he even says in the video that as far as LJN games go... Oh my gosh. As far as LJN games go, it's not even one of the bad ones. That's something he says in the video itself. So yeah, he literally doesn't over-exaggerate how bad this one is. How's that for a change of tune around these parts? I'm usually the guy defending the sorts of games the Angry Video Game Nerd rages about, and here I am saying, yeah, no, he was absolutely correct about this one. There are 2 prisoners left. I do not remember where the fuck they are. And that reminded me about... Man, I would rather watch Alien 3 than play this. And I love Alien 3, so that's not much of a contest, but still. Good movie. Okay, seriously, what am I supposed to do there? Ugh, this game is a piece of shit. Well, it doesn't matter, because 4 seconds left on the clock. 2. Oh, look at that! I got all the prisoners! Nope! Alien 3 is your favorite of the franchise? Cool! That is not something you hear very often. Okay, so we found all the prisoners, but we didn't get out in time, so it doesn't matter. This game sucks balls. You know, I've already failed because there's a guy up in the stairs up above that I didn't get yet. Oh, I'm already out of weapons. Oh, also, one other thing that I just haven't mentioned because it hasn't been that big of a deal for me. You know that thing where on the NES, you expect to press one button to jump and the other to shoot? in a specific order. You know, B comes before A. Yeah, this one it's switched around. And it feels just as wrong as you would think to try and get used to. That, by the way, is the end of the stage there. But it doesn't matter because I don't have a feasible way to get out of this. There's no fucking way I am getting to the prisoner I missed. And getting out of the stage in time. That's the problem here. See? That's all the prisoners left, but I only have 32 seconds to get to the exit. It ain't happening. It so ain't happening. Especially when I got caught up on a ledge that I didn't mean to get caught up on. Alright, so... Instead of taking another stab at that, I did say this was 8-bit. I did say this was 8-bit Alien games. So, you know what? Let's go see if the Master System fared any better. I actually like the Sega Genesis version of Alien 3, even though it's very similar to the NES version. I just think it controls better. Let's see if the Master System version fares any better. There was not a time limit in the Super Nintendo version. The Super Nintendo version is very different from any other version. And much better, I might add. Alright. Ooh, it's actually an 8-bit rendition of the Genesis soundtrack. Nice. I like that. Let's see here. Okay. This is all just difficulty stuff. Okay. Let's start the game. Basically the same game, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to go down that far. Where's my fire button? There we go. It always blows my mind looking at how good the Master System version of several games looks. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm out of ammo on some stuff. Well, that was a death. Yeah, this is basically an 8-bit version of the Genesis version. I love these vent crawling sections, actually. That's fun. There we go. We even cleared the first stage, unlike the other run. This is already... Yeah, okay. Master System already wins on that front alone. Level 2, 6 prisoners to find. Ow. Ah! Oh man, there's a guy up there. Okay, I gotta take the long way around. Okay, we only got 2 prisoners left to find. Yeah, you press both buttons together to change weapons. It's a little weird. At least I think that's what you do. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how you switch weapons, actually. I might have to... Okay, okay, we only have 1 more prisoner left. Okay, hold on. Hey, look at that! Can I go down here? No? Okay. That's a dead end. So what's the way out? Hey, we got through another level. There we go. Okay, yeah. So, Master System is kicking the shit out of the NES version of this. Did I find Dallas in those tunnels? I think we missed him in the Atari game earlier. Yeah, this is not bad. This is giving me all the Alien vibes I want from this sort of game. Ow. Oh, wow, we got a lot of prisoners to rescue in this part. What? They're just stringing them up like candy. Holy cow. There's still one down here I gotta get. Whoa. I don't think I survived that fall. Ah! Alright. Hold on. Let's see what it looks like on Game Gear. I thought I grabbed the Game Gear version. Huh. This is the Game Gear thing. Whatever, okay, cool. Fine. I'm gonna bend the rules slightly just for a second. Because that is the, that was the, that was the Master System version. Which seems to be a scaled-back version of the Genesis version, which I actually like this version. So let's check this out for a little bit. This is not a bad game to add to your Genesis collection. There we go. Alien 3. The music's great as well. Yeah, see? This is a good game. That does help. So A is select, B is fire, C is jump. Okay. Gonna change that, just feel a little more comfortable on my controller. Alright, here we go. Man, I love the graphics in this version too. Alright. And notice, all the information you need is presented on screen at once. You have a counter up there for how many prisoners there are left. Your timer is visible. Your weapons are visible. You even have a motion tracker. Nope. I also just, again, I know I already said it once, but I love the graphics in this version. Uh-oh, we're out of batteries for our motion tracker. Ow. But yeah, I just love the game visually, too. Like, this looks like Alien 3. You know? It looks like an Alien game. Okay, only 2 more prisoners left. Well, there goes our health. Yeah. This version's good. I like this version. That was my fault. I should have checked the motion tracker. This is not the sort of game you want to run into guns blazing. You gotta actually look at your motion tracker and walk carefully. Now, if you find batteries, it does bring your motion tracker back up. That's a problem. Alright. I don't know if we'll have the time we need to exit, though. Wow, barely made it. So yeah, there you go. You want to play a version of Alien 3, you really just gotta play a 16-bit version. Oh. Whoops. Whoa! Okay, I didn't know they could do that. Okay. That was different. had no idea they could come to the doors like that. That's cool. Ow. So much for them not attacking Ripley because she's got the alien queen inside of her, though, right? Damn it. Okay. So, yeah. I would show off the Super Nintendo version, but that is actually a much more lengthy game than any of the other versions. It has a different format, so it's not quite as conducive to a stream like this, which was meant to be pretty short form. Wow, it's barely 12 o'clock. How'd that happen? Oh, man. Alright. Let me check some stuff here. Okay. So what do I want to do? You know what? Yeah, I've already broken the 8-bit thing, so... You know what? Whoops, didn't mean to go all the way back out here. Just for a little bit, since I do have a little bit of extra time here. Not much. That's the wrong thing. Alright, Alien 3 on Super Nintendo. Just to be extra thorough, right? This is easily the best of the Alien 3 home console games. Now, the best Alien 3 video game, that's still Alien 3 The Gun for arcades, but this is a great version, just even from the presentation. Like, this is a great, just start to the game. Hey, Falco, time turns. Nice to hear it. I was kind of disappointed I was streaming today because I did actually want to watch you play that for a bit, but I didn't stream yesterday, so I had to throw something in. You liking the ominous lighting, by the way? I know it says 8-bit down there, but we actually kind of went through all the 8-bit Alien games already, so I figured I might as well show off the 16-bit versions of Alien 3 as well. Fire in cryogenic compartment. Fire in cryogenic compartment. All personnel, commence emergency evac. Disengaging. Fiorina Fury 161, Outer Vale Mineral Ore Refinery. Double Y chromosome work correctional facility. Maximum security. Man, Alien 3 is such a fucked movie. It's one of the things I like about it. Fiorina Fury 161, Class C prison unit. Report EEV unit 2650 crest. Lieutenant Ellen Ripley. Survivor. Unidentified female, approximately 12 years old. Dead. Corporal Dwayne Hicks. Dead. Bishop, synthetic humanoid. Negative capability. It was with us the whole time. Oh, gosh, I love this. 2 Fiorina, Fury 161, Class C prison unit. I'm not reading off those numbers. From Network ComCon, Wayland Yutani. Message received. And now the game actually starts up. Does have Twin Lannister. I genuinely love Alien 3. I think it's a great movie. It's just a depressing as hell movie. So naturally, it's the one that got a bunch of licensed video games in the 90s. Alright. So let's check the options real quick, like normal. You can actually test the... sound effects. That's interesting. Alright, let's start the game. Stage 1. Get ready. This will be the last thing we do today, so let's go ahead and give it an honest try. That's the grenades. Yeah, we have a flamethrower. Alright. Hunter be hunted. So you select a mission from this. Let's do the first one just to start with. The scanners have picked up a quantity of personal data transmitters. Some prisoners must be trapped in cell block 3. Aren't most horror films supposed to be depressing? I suppose, but the Alien films... I don't know. Alien 3 is uniquely depressing. Cell block 4. I can't think of many other films that quite feel like that one does. Let's get down there and rescue them all. Accept mission. Yeah. So you can actually, like, check the maps. So let's see. How do we get to where I need to be? Cell block 4. So where's cell block? Oh, are we already in cell block 3? Because there's a trapped prisoner right there. Medic Bay 1, cell block 4, terminal. Trapped prisoner. Okay, so to get to that prisoner, we'd have to head down through here first. I'm going to take out those eggs, though. Logging off. Please wait. Okay, how do I use my... How do I use my gun? That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, just with a shoulder button? Okay. So the pulse rifle's with your shoulder button. That's different. Damn. Story of redemption, at least for the prisoners. A bit, yeah. It's a really interesting film. I know a lot of Alien fans are not big fans of it, but I am. I think Alien 3 is a fantastic film, and quite frankly, I'm not thrilled by the news that Sigourney Weaver might be returning to the Alien franchise. It just feels cheap to me, personally. I did not mean to go in here. There we go. Cell block 4. Big ass room. Good lord, the screen shakes so much when you kill a xenomorph. Good lord. Right. That's a prisoner. No one is... I've seen a few people. I've seen a few people all like, oh boy, it'll be good again. And it's like... like, okay, Walter Hill wrote the script that interested her. That's awesome. Walter Hill is a great writer. I'm sure if anybody can do justice to the Ripley character, it's him. But justice to the Ripley character is not my concern here. My concern is finally retconning something that people have been calling for retcons for years, to be honest, but I don't want that. Alright, we got one. Okay. Oh, well. There is acid on the floor there. Ow. Forgot to the prisoner. Alright, did we get everybody? I think I actually want that. Ow. Ah! Man. Alien the Thief, also sick font for the command scroll. I actually went with that because for some reason the VHS font wasn't working anymore after my computer did stupid stuff. So I did change some things. There we go, now I can have those. That said, it turned out pretty well. You don't like retcons? I think I agree. I don't want it retconned. I think it's incredibly lazy that that's something people are wanting, frankly. I was also unaware of how many people thought Alien Romulus was shit. I actually quite liked Romulus, but apparently a lot of people did not. My main issue with Romulus was all the times that it was all like, hey, you remember Alien? Remember Aliens? You like those movies? Yes, Romulus, I like those movies. I like you too when you're doing your own thing. There we go. I have to press up to open doors. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. There's a prisoner over here. I think I got everybody in this cell block, though. Yeah. So where's the other cell block, then? It's the mine area. Alien Corridor 1. Weapons Room 11. Good lord, this map is massive. Yeah, milking nostalgia. They're gonna milk nostalgia until it stops being nostalgic. Again, I have to stress, I liked Romulus. It had a serious issue with stopping to go, hey, you like those films, right? I'm related to those films, you know. The android in Romulus is very wooden. I mean, it's a fucking android. Honestly, I didn't mind the android. Rook was fine. Rook was not one of the things that bothered me in Romulus. You want something that bothered me? The stupid-ass moment where... oh, you're talking about Andy, the other android. That was on purpose, actually. I didn't mind that either. No. You want a thing that I hated in that movie that I actually rolled my eyes at? When they decided to do the get away from her, you bitch line. Like, there was zero reason to call back to that. At all. They did it because, hey, you guys like Alien? You guys remember Alien? That was the biggest issue Romulus had, was how often it had to stop to go, guys, you like it, you like this thing. Well, no, they weren't like that, but they established early on in the film that Andy is a broken android. He is not state of the art. Bishop is like state of the art. I can absolutely accept that. I genuinely think that was a direction, not a error on the actor's part. I think that that was the direction they wanted to go with. My disbelief was not damaged by the, My disbelief was not damaged by that. Again, my biggest issue with the film was whenever they stopped to go, hey, 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 this is part of the Aliens franchise. You don't believe us? Well, here, we're going to quote a line from that, or we're going to have a callback. Because again, Romulus was at its best when it did its own thing. The bit with the facehuggers in the flooded room, that was awesome. The part where they had to be quiet to not alert them, that was cool. Even the stuff where it was, you know what? Here's a potentially controversial opinion. Alien Romulus was better, like, it's at its worst when it's referencing Alien and aliens. Do you know when Romulus was actually fine with callbacks and actually improved on it? The shit that it pulled from Prometheus and Covenant. I'm dead serious. The shit it pulled from those movies was actually more interesting than any time they tried to call back to the original films. Because at least with that shit, there's room to improve. You know? Colonial Marines did the Easter eggs better. Which is funny to say, because Colonial Marines Easter eggs were about as subtle as a hammer to the chin. Okay, where the fuck is Cell Block 3? That's Cell Block 4. Medic Bay. Bugwash. Corridor 12. Assembly Hall 1. Cell Block 3. Okay, so I have to go through Assembly Hall 1. Okay. I got it now. Wrong side of the ladder, Ripley. There we go. This is like a Castle Troy. It does have some Metroidvania elements, yeah. A little bit of that search action. I am almost out of ammo for my flamethrower. That is a problem. Okay. I am all out of flamethrower ammo. I have 3 clips of pulse rifle ammo left. Okay, cool. That's something. Oh my gosh, I got more flamethrower. Hell yeah. Go to the med bay and see the facehuggers that Burke released. The sentry turrets in the hallway. Use one. Find Newt Stall, Bishop's Legs, and possibly a civil war between the engineers. Yeah. No, I'm not denying that they didn't do Easter eggs well. It was just they weren't subtle Easter eggs. Which is why it's funny to me that, yeah, they were still more subtle than what Romulus did. I can't stress enough that my least favorite part of the film, my least favorite part of Romulus is genuinely the get away from her, you bitch line. That actually docks, I'm not even kidding, that docks a full point off of the review right there. Because that was the laziest callback you could have done. Like, I'm dead serious. That moment alone knocks a full point off of any review I would give it. Oh. Well, that's cool. It's very well animated, too. The music changed. Does that mean I got everybody? I'm gonna assume that means I got everybody, so let's run back and check. That's what I came up here for. Is this not anything I can use? Whatever. Let's see. Was that it? Yep, that was a mission down. We did something. All right. So what's pressure point? Multiple pipe fractures are being reported from mine area 22. Their repair is vital to the entire cooling system. We need to locate and repair them all. Fast. Okay. So, mine area 22 is right down here. Okay. Ooh, this music reminds me of something out of Alien Infestation. Infestation was such a good game. That was the DS Aliens game by Way Forward. How do I fix these? What am I supposed to do? I mean, are those not the spots I'm supposed to be fixing? When using an SS game, always catch you off guard. Ow, way forward. Oof, ow. When the hell did way forward become a bad thing? I am very confused by that. Besides, I'm talking about way forward on the DS. These are the guys back when they made, like, Contra 4. Oh my gosh, I am so dead. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be fixing these. Oh! Oh, you press up in front of them? What? What? No, I saw you turn around and start fixing them. Ripley. Oh. Okay, sure. That's how it works. Okay. Doesn't matter, I'm dead anyway. Yeah, 12% health. I am so boned. Man, if I could just get up there. Just gotta get up there. Just gotta get up there. Gonna have to rely on rockets for a bit. You don't hate way forward either. You just took some criticism you had about the movie my person for a joke. Didn't like. I have some criticisms of them. That is true. But they're not anything like. I don't think they're bad game developers. My main issue comes down to tone, which is why it's very interesting that their take on Aliens, their DS game, doesn't have the same jokey way forward tone. They play it completely straight for that game. I don't know. I don't know how they managed that, but they did. And it's a great game. Alright. Here we go. Alright, 27%. It ain't perfect, but it's what I got. It's gonna do something like Aliens. I don't know. But no, Aliens Infestation on the DS is fucking good. Like, it's kind of a shame people don't quite, recognize it for being what it is. Like, I feel like it kind of got unfairly ignored because it was on the DS. was kind of really, as I recall, they were originally contracted to do. Man, I don't know where that last pipe is. I've only got 15%, and it's about time for me to wrap up anyway. So, whatever. Ow. Yeah, how do I get up there? I think that's the last one. Whoa! Ah, fuck. Nope. That's game over. Damn. Gotta try Contra Dual Spirits. It's good. You gotta find a good way to play it. That was a great use of that. I think I actually used that sound bite as a notification noise on my phone for a while. I recall doing that. Okay. So that was actually a lot more fun than I expected overall. Really, the only bad game we played tonight was Alien 3 on NES. That was bad. Game over, man. Not even the right movie, and I don't care. But yeah, let's go over what we did tonight. We started with Alien on the Atari 2600, which is Pac-Man. It's just fucking Pac-Man. Then we did the canceled Squaresoft Aliens game on NES, which, despite some jank, I actually really liked that game. I had fun playing that. I would actually not mind dedicating a full stream to trying to get all the way through the canceled Famicom Aliens game. I was having fun. Significantly much more fun than I had when we tried the NES game. I also just realized you guys can't see me from the camera when I stand up like that. The NES version of Alien 3 is bad. Do not play it. Literally play any other version of Alien 3. You will actually be having a decent time. Especially the Sega versions. Sega Genesis Alien 3 is a fun action game. It basically plays like the NES game, but a lot better. Has some kick-ass music. And then, of course, there's this game. This freaking game rules. This one is absolutely something you want to play. Matt Furnace, yeah, on the Genesis soundtrack. It's good shit. This I like because it's actually trying... Like, the music here is trying to feel thematically appropriate to the Alien universe. It's the only game we've played tonight that even tried to do that. I cannot complain about that. Hey, okay, look at how well the report here fits onto the... I just got to see that. My little Nostromo overlay here. That looks awesome. Hold on a sec. I'm taking a screenshot of that. That actually looks kick-ass. Gonna go shower. I'm actually wrapping up now, Falco, so no worries about that. Alright, so, yeah. If you're gonna play any game tonight that I've played, don't play the, yeah, why am I not bringing this back up? Ooh. I like the effect this has, actually. Maybe I should have played the game like this. That... I got some sinister alien lighting going on here. Do you guys want to know how I'm doing this with this lighting setup that I think I'm going to keep for the month, actually? This actually works. Hold on. Let me come sit back up here once I get my microphone untangled from a bunch of wires that shouldn't be here. Dramatically lit shags. Appropriately lit shags. You see the color of the lighting, right? Hold on a sec. I might... yeah, I might have to make sure to keep this lighting for the whole month. Hold on. Let me get back over here in my chair. All right. Yeah, this works. So actually what this is, it's very simple. It's the same light I always use. This big box. Haha, now you're blind. Alright, anyway. It's that thing stuffed into the alcove under my desk and my green screen then placed over the alcove. So that's how you get this this decent lighting. I think I'm gonna keep this for the month. This fits the theming very well. Oh, I'm happy about this. Oh man.
Perfect.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, it's about time for me to go ahead and get out of here, I think. Should probably raid over to Cobra, I think. That'd probably work out the best. I think she's playing this adventure game that's got kind of a Lovecraft vibe to it. Hey, thank you for showing up. I'm happy for everybody. Anytime somebody shows up here to watch, I'm happy about that. I have a lot more things I want to play. Feels like the month is going by way quicker than I wanted it to. I have other things to play. I still need to do some Alien Syndrome. Alien Syndrome is happening. I would also like to do the Alien arcade games. That feels like something I should really do. Because, you know, there's the Konami one, there's Capcom, and there's Sega's Alien 3 The Gun. That would make a fantastic stream on its own. And there's also Silent Debuggers. I want to do that. So I have a lot of things to get through. Oh, on AVP Super Famicom? I think it's overhated. I think people hate on it a bit too much. I think people don't understand the sort of game it's supposed to be. AVP Super Famicom, and SNES by extension, is not a traditional beat-em-up. You actually, in order to play that game well and to get far, you have to master the use of the shoulder cannon, and being able to use the shoulder cannon to fire through multiple aliens at once. It's very much about that crowd control. Once you figure that out, it's actually pretty fun. I should play that on here too. Way too many games to play this month. I even considered some Metroid. I have a Metroid hack that I would love to stream for the Super Nintendo. Came out recently. Fusion X. I would love to stream that, but I don't know if I'll have the time. The month is very quickly racing by. Anyways, let me check some stuff here real quick. Yeah, Cobra's playing the Drifter, which is that, it's an adventure game. Got some Lovecraft elements. Feels like that's a fine place to go off to after this. I don't know if I'll stay the whole time, because I did want to hang out with Falco for a bit, but yeah. I will go ahead and get that raid started so I can stop. I can stop wasting everybody's time. Rest my voice for a little bit. So let's see. Raid Cobra Commanda. Yeah, she doesn't have the underscore in her name anymore, so I gotta remember that. Anyway. So now that the raid has been started... Yeah, Wirebrain played the little... Ah, yes! Wirebrain rules, man. Good friend. Anyway. So, everybody, now that I've done that, it's time for me to say my piece and get out of here. Which is to say that this has been Quinn Michael from Shaggy Turtle Studios. Channel 14. WMBI TV. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off. Like it or not, I'll be back next time. Good night, everybody. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.